So, aloha and welcome everyone to the free uh, Thursday evening introduction to the Tao Calligraphy field. My name is Annette Omuro, and I am a co-owner of the Satori Family Wellness Center with my two daughters, Dr. Laurie Omuro Yamamoto and Chiemi Ban. And before I introduce to you our presenter for the evening, let me remind you that the calligraphies that you see on the screen or the ones that you will see later, please keep them in your hearts. Do not take any photos or still shots. So we thank you for your understanding. So thank you. So tonight, we are so fortunate to have Dr. Gina Musetti as our presenter for the evening. She brings with her a wealth of wisdom. She is a master teacher of the Tao Academy and of Master Sha. And, she is also, by profession, a licensed acupuncturist and also a traditional Chinese medicine practitioner. She owns the life centered acupuncture care clinic in Honolulu. And she has been in business for over 20 years successfully. You know, I know it is because of her kindness, her compassion for everyone to, heal and feel better. So I'm so grateful to be able to introduce to you Dr. Gina Musetti. Welcome, Dr. Gina.
Aloha, Annette, and everyone. Give me just a moment. I'm going to try to just change my screen there. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, everyone. Aloha, good evening, and welcome to our Thursday evening practice. Excuse me, as I am adjusting my screen here. Okay. Sorry. I'm in my office today, as you can see. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. As Annette mentioned, the Tao Calligraphy evening is a healing evening, and the Tao Calligraphies are created by Dr. and Master Jigong Sha. So Dr. and Master Jigong Sha is a world-renowned spiritual healer and leader. He's created over 5,000 of what we call like our basic level healers around the world. That is our Tao hands healers. And we have many different types of healing in this tradition. We have the Tao hands healing, which is very, very powerful. I will just say that the very first time I went to a Tao hands workshop, I had already been practicing medical Qigong, which is a type of healing with energy that we have in Chinese medicine that some of us, if you go to an acupuncture school that trains people in Qigong healing, it's very fortunate. And I also studied with a master Qigong teacher for 8 years in San Francisco. And I had been practicing this Qigong healing for about 15 years. The minute I got my Tao hands, it was like the world shifted on its axis. The healings became easier, faster, and stronger. Like people really got healed very quickly with Tao hands. Like, let's say maybe I would have to spend maybe 5 sessions with somebody doing Qigong healing, which is energy healing. You can either do it in person or you can do it at a distance. But with the Tao hands healing, I could have the same results in 1 session. So the Tao hands healer is the basic level healing in the Master Sha Tao Academy system, which he also founded. And we have so many healers. We have Tao song healers. We have like Annette mentioned, the Tao calligraphy that we use for healing. And we also have something called a 10 Da calligraphy light wall. Da means greatest. And the 10 Da are like the greatest virtues that a human being can have, the greatest virtues of the source. And how Master Sha creates these calligraphies is he has always had a very high spiritual standing, I guess you could say. He had started practicing a very high level of martial arts when he was only 6 years old. But he had another encounter even before that when he was 4 years old that you can read about in some of his books. But Dr. and Master Sha, just over his lifetime, he's been so dedicated to serving humanity. He always wanted to be a doctor. He always wanted to help heal people. I think he said his first realization when he realized he wanted to be a doctor was when he was 13 years old. And he was so moved by a woman who had asthma who wasn't getting relief from her medication. So he learned Western medicine in China. He became a Western medical doctor in China. He's an acupuncturist in China as well as in Canada. And for the past, I don't know, maybe close to 30 years, he has been teaching the Tao wisdom. And Tao is not a religion. I know that there is like a religious aspect to Taoism, but Dr. and Master Shah's is a wisdom and a practice. How do you make yourself healthier and happier? How do you help other people to become healthier and happier? And he is trying his whole life, he has been trying to figure out a way. How can I help the most people in the easiest way? And Tao calligraphy is that way. So, as Annette was saying, that she's part of the co-owner of Satori Family Wellness with her two daughters. And then we also have another healer on Maui, Malia. And then I'm here in Oahu, and we have two other healers here on Oahu, master teacher healers, that we all work with the Tao calligraphies. And the reason that we work with the Tao calligraphies is because when Dr. Master Sha creates the calligraphy, the source literally pours all this knowledge and information and wisdom and healing and light right into the characters as they're being written. So when you sit in front of a Tao calligraphy, and Annette's going to bring one up later on the screen, you can literally gaze into the calligraphy. And I've experienced this so many times myself, even just working with a calligraphy on the computer, is that you can literally feel like something is happening, something is changing. There is an energy shift, and it's like a portal into a field of light and healing and wellness. And today I wanted to dive a little bit deeper. We have worked with this calligraphy before. It's greatest harmony. And in Mandarin, we say Da He Xie. Da He Xie means greatest harmony. And so I'll just show you the book that I have here, the Tao Classic of Longevity and Immortality. If anyone does not have this book, if you want a hard copy, I have several here, I think. Feel free to message me and I can get one out to you. It's a very amazing book to be able to go through and read. And sometimes I'll just pick like one little small paragraph and just try to work with that throughout the day. It's a very easy book to read, but it has very profound wisdom in it. So one of the things that Master Sha writes about Da He Xie is that greatest harmony starts within yourself and your family or the people around you. So we all want to have a harmony between like our soul, our heart, our mind, our physical body, our energy. We want to have harmony within the different systems in our body. So like a harmony between our lungs and our heart and our kidneys, because our whole body is one unit. And as human beings, we are also, in a way, one unit because we are all one of the source, whatever vernacular you want to use for that. So Master Sha writes, there is an ancient saying, which I'm not going to read the Chinese. It says, in a harmonized family, everything is flourishing. If you think about a very successful business, it must have a great harmonized team. Da He greatest harmony, represents great teamwork. Without Da He, it is impossible to have great flourishing. To have great harmony, one must also have the other 10 Da natures. And we'll touch on that a little bit at the end of our practice tonight, because Dr. Master Shah has recently given us permission to to show the 10 Da light wall without you don't have to necessarily go to a paid class. We're going to start doing some free workshops with the 10 Da light wall. So again, Da means greatest. So the 10 Da are the 10 greatest natures of the Tao, of divine, of source, whatever word you want to use for that. And he writes, Da He is great teamwork, which is the key for success. So let us have love, care, and compassion for one another, and to join as one to create great success in every aspect of our lives. Okay, wonderful. So now we'll go ahead and we'll begin our practice. And Annette's going to bring up the Da He, the greatest flourishing calligraphy, the greatest harmony calligraphy, so that we can trace. And we're going to go around the circle 3 times, and then we're going to start at the top and we're going to go over to the right side, and that is the character Da. So here Annette's cursor is going around the circle, and then this is greatest. And then Ha. And see how I'm like moving my hand? You can just trace with your hand like this. Or if you know how to trace with your body, you can also do that. And then Xie is the last character. So He Xie means harmony. And if you want to, if you don't feel like tracing at all, if your arms are kind of tired, you can also just look into the calligraphy. So I'm going to do a little bit of singing, and you can join me if you want to. I'm not going to go into depth to explain what all the words are. We've done that in our previous evenings, but also, we are all available for private sessions if anyone wants to join Annette, myself, or any of the master teachers in Hawaii or anywhere around the world that has a Dao Chang. You can always, just contact us and we'll go more in depth with you. But I'm going to just sing the song for greatest harmony. You don't necessarily need to know the words, but just pick up an area of your life that you would like to have more success in. Would you like to have more success in your health? Like, do you have a health condition that you want to work on? Do you have a relationship that needs attention? Do your finances need more flourishing? How is your business going? How is your job going? How is your spiritual practice going? So whatever it is that you would need to have more success in, or you want things to just be flowing better, or even if you're just coming here tonight to join us so that you can relax and rejuvenate, just focus your energy and your attention on relaxing and receiving. You could imagine even that a light is coming from the calligraphy and helping the cells of your body to become more harmonious. Okay, so just think about what it is that you want to create, what you want to work on, and relax your heart. Just have your eyes gently closed for a minute. And then we're going to take 3 breaths. So I want you to inhale all the way into your tailbone, because each of the 10 Da qualities manifests in a certain area of our body. And Da He Xie, greatest harmony, manifests in the tailbone. The tailbone in Chinese medicine is actually a very powerful area of the body. You can imagine light shining into your tailbone, strengthening your back, your spine, and creating harmony in your life. So inhale all the way into your tailbone. Exhale and relax your heart. 2 more. Inhale, deep inhale, deep inhale, deep inhale. Exhale, feel a sense of love for your heart and your life. Okay, 3rd inhale, deep inhale, deep inhale. Exhale and relax. And just kind of like, you can stand up if you want and just kind of move your shoulders around. You can just shake around a little bit, just kind of shake it out, let your body relax. Okay, and then if you're gonna, you can do this standing too. I don't have my computer set up so that I can do that right now, but you can stand and do this, which is good. It'll give you more energy. Or if you want to sit, just make sure that you're sitting up straight. You could also be laying down, but if you're laying down, just follow along silently so that you don't lose energy. Okay, so we're gonna start tracing, and I'm gonna just sing the song of greatest harmony, which basically is focusing on the tailbone and the light coming into your tailbone and forming a ball of light around your tailbone to protect and support your tailbone. And just explaining that, you know, together we will have success. This is basically what the song is about. Okay, so just relax and trace. Eugene Dan Da Xie Da Xie Jin Dan San Ren Tong Xin Qi Li Duan Jin Chen Gong Mi Jui. Okay, and then I want you to just relax for a moment and just place your hands over your heart. And I want you to just breathe into your heart and visualize your whole body filled with love, light, and feel a sense of love and appreciation for your heart. think about something in your life that made you have that loving feeling, like just holding a baby or seeing a loved one that you hadn't seen in a long time, or maybe something that you've accomplished in your life that made you really happy, a promotion at work, or graduating from school or a course. And just hold that happy feeling, that happy emotion in your heart. And then think about the thing that you're working on. So you think, oh, okay, I have to do blah, 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 blah. You know, and it's like feels a little bit like a little icky or something. Well, just pour the love, the happy feeling that you have just generated, and pour that feeling into the situation. Okay, so let's take a moment and do that. So let's get that happy feeling back. Okay, I remember when my daughter was born and she was just perfect and so precious, and I just was so filled with love. I was filled with a love that I never knew even could exist in this world. And my heart is so full, and just like feel that feeling. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Hold it in your heart and say, oh, you know what? That health condition that I have, I love you this much. Oh, you know that relationship I'm struggling with? I love you this much. I am pouring my heart's love into the soul of that body part, or the soul of that relationship, or the soul of my business and finances. And then you feel that that situation that was a little bit icky a moment ago, now it feels happy, and it feels loved, and it feels appreciated. So another way of thinking about harmony, when something in your life is not quite going smoothly, it's not in harmony. So how can we bring it more harmony? We can feel a sense of love and appreciation for it. And just as the source pours the source love into the Tao calligraphy for us to absorb the love, the light, the knowledge, and the information, we can also utilize just sitting here in front of the calligraphy, just gazing at the calligraphy, visualize the light shining into our hearts from the calligraphy, that situation is being transformed. And by our own heart's love, and with a huge boost from the calligraphy light. Okay, so now you have that situation that you're working on. It feels happier, and we're going to trace again. I'm going to sing one more time. So begin tracing. You, Eugene Dan, Dachashie Jindan San Ran Tong Shin Chi Li Duan Jin Chen Gong Mi Jue. Wonderful. So now the happy feeling, the positive information in that situation is increasing. So, like, if you think about, like, if a room is dark, for example, and you go in and you turn the light switch on, boom, the whole room becomes light, right? So we take the situation that we're working with, we put in the light, we put in the positive information, and it suddenly goes boom. Oh wow, this is an amazing, things are transforming. Things are transforming at least on a soul level, and that's where the beginning of everything is like at the soul level, at the level of who knows what, at the level of nothingness. I don't know, I'm not a quantum physicist. Dr. Rowland could explain it better, but there is a point, where everything begins. There's a point where our soul begins. And I think that point is called nothingness. I'm not too sure. But if you just think about like the vastness and the expansiveness of the universe, and that just, it's like 99.99999% nothing. So what is in that nothingness? A whole lot of knowledge, wisdom, and information. So we're absorbing that now. So now again, hold that situation in your heart. Hold that situation in your heart. Think about the golden light ball in your tailbone. And sorry, I'm not looking directly at the camera. I'm looking at the calligraphy. But hold that situation in love, just like you would hold a baby or a kitten or a puppy. Just hold that situation with love. I love this situation. I love my relationship. I love my finances. I love my heart, my liver, my lungs, my breast, my foot, my knee, my shoulder, whatever it is. And say, I love you so much. And I'm so glad that we are starting to experience more harmony. Just feel it in your heart. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. It's I. We are transforming, loved ones. We are transforming. I'm telling you, this is so powerful. Okay, one more time. Smile, smile to yourself, to your heart, to your situation that you're working on. One more time. And remember to breathe. Eugene Da Jin Dan San Ran Tong Xin Chi Li Duan Jin Chan Gong Mi Jue Okay, and go ahead and finish the tracing. You always finish at the end and go back to the beginning to have a complete circle. Okay, thank you, Annette. So we can take the calligraphy down. Thank you so much. The greatest harmony calligraphy. And I just think there are so many things going on within the calligraphy. I'm so grateful for them, and I'm so grateful to be here with all of you tonight. So let me just say hello to everyone. So, oh, okay, wonderful. Okay, let me see. Sorry, I'm moving around on my screen here. Hold on one second. Pop-ups. Okay, so Aisha, thank you for being here with us. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Betty, Britt, Claire, Irma, Evelyn, love you, Evelyn, Gregory, Joanne, I love all of you, Marie, Ria, Twyla, and Wendy. I think I got everyone there, yes. Thank you. Wow. Okay, we have a great little group here. Some Oahu people, mostly Maui people, and oh, Big Island. Yeah, we got the state mostly covered tonight. So thank you so much, everyone who has joined in with us. So, as I was mentioning a little bit earlier, Dr. Master Shah has created 10 of these Da calligraphy. So, I'll just go over them really quickly. So, the first one is greatest love, Da I, greatest forgiveness, greatest compassion, greatest light, greatest humility, and then we have greatest harmony, greatest flourishing, and greatest gratitude, greatest service, and greatest enlightenment. So you can see, like, I have two of them up here behind me over here, and I have the other 8 on another wall over here in my acupuncture clinic. So we're gonna be able to do some classes coming up with the 10 doll light wall, but I just wanted to do a little bit of an introductory practice. But first, I just wanted to check in with everyone to see. Oh, Gregory left a heart. Thank you so much, Gregory. Does anybody have anything that they want to say about that practice that we just did? Because I feel like that practice was really, really powerful, and I could see a lot of light going to everyone. And I'm just wondering if anybody would be willing to share their experience. Like, did you notice anything? Did you feel anything? Or do you just feel, relaxed? Or, um,
Mahalo, Gina.
hi, Greg, thank you.
Mahalo, Mr. Gina. I want to thank you, Annette, and everyone there, all the regulars and the new people. I want to say, especially, I really, really appreciate you and Annette and everybody, the leaders like yourself, leading us into the deep breathing, because the deep breathing is a combination or the sum of physical and spirituality and emotional fulfillment. So that's all I want to say. But the deep breathing is really helpful. Um, and that's what I want to say. That's all. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Greg. Yes, because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some very deep breathing. Okay, so I'm going to just try to guide everybody first in a little bit of the breathing. So, you know, I just want to preface this by saying, be careful with your breathing. Okay, Master Shah always tells us to be careful with your breathing, because if you don't know what you're doing with your breathing, you could have like some negative side effects. We don't want anybody to have any dizziness or like feeling nauseous or anything like that, right? And the reason you could have kind of negative side effects of deep breathing is because it's very cleansing. So it's like having a deep tissue massage or having acupuncture or going to a sauna. You might have some side effects, like you might have like headaches or something. So just be careful with yourself. Like sometimes I'll be doing the breathing and I'm like, okay, I can't do it for like another minute. I gotta like, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you breathe, and I'm going to count to 5 slowly. And then I'm going to say, hold it, and I want you to hold your breath for 2 seconds, and then we're going to exhale slowly for 5 seconds. I tell you, this is a little bit exhausting. Okay, so we're just going to do it a couple of times. And but again, just be careful, because if you feel like, okay, I can't like keep breathing in, then just stop and just breathe out. Or I can't hold my breath for 2 seconds, that's fine, just stop. Okay, so you are all responsible adults and take care of yourself. Okay, don't pass out or anything. Okay, I just take my glasses off for a second. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say inhale. I'm going to count to 5. We're going to hold it for 2 seconds, and then we're going to exhale for 5 seconds. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And as we're breathing in, we're going to imagine that we're breathing in golden light, positive information from every direction around us. And we're going to hold that light in our bodies, and then as we exhale, we're going to relax and let go of any negative information, okay? So smile to your heart and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then relax. I always like to do like a relax in between the breaths because it is a lot of work, especially if you're not used to it. Okay, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Hold it. 1, 2. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then relax. If you've been with me for a while, you'll notice that I do that a lot. I'll say, okay, inhale, exhale, and then relax. This is like a Qigong breathing that I grew up doing in learning acupuncture and Qigong. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to, Annette, if you could bring up the 10 doll light wall. Okay, great. So this is the Satori Family Wellness. They have this 10 doll light wall in their wellness center on Maui. So you can go to them in person for 10 doll light wall sessions. Or you could, we're going to start doing more virtually. I think Satori Family Wellness is already doing them virtually. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to breathe in. You're going to visualize the light. And we're going to exhale and we're going to say, greatest love. Okay, so we're going to be transforming whatever that issue was that you had at the beginning of the practice. And you're just going to pour more love into it, okay? So you can transform things faster. All right, everybody ready? Okay, inhale the light. Just imagine the light from all the calligraphies is shining into your whole spiritually mindful body. And then we're going to hold it for 2 seconds, and then we're going to exhale. We're going to say greatest love. Okay, inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Greatest love. Okay, and relax for a second. Greg has a comment. Let me just read that really quick. I'm not. Oh, okay. Greg writes, my ENT told me that my nasal passages are a little narrower than normal. Therefore, every time you say breathe out, you always take at least 1 more breath before taking the next deep breath. Yes. Okay. You can definitely do that. That's perfectly fine. Okay. So yeah, exactly. Just pace yourself according to what's comfortable for you, for your body. Okay. Sorry, again, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the calligraphies. But I am here with you all. I love you all. I'm so appreciative of everyone who's watching this now and in the future. And just, I love you so much. And I am so excited to be here with every single person that's watching at any point in time in history. It could be tomorrow or 10 years from now. I love you and I want you to heal yourself. So let's do 2 more breaths. So we're going to inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Greatest love. Like just picture whatever that thing is that you're working on, your finances, your relationship, your health, and you're just pouring love into it. Okay, one more time. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Greatest love. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Annette. Okay, great. So we now have 15 participants, which means we can go to the next level of healing. So the next level of healing is that, like with Annette, Lori, Chiami, and myself, and all the master teachers that have a Tao Chang, we have the ability and the authority to offer downloads of Tao light blessings. So, Annette, do you have a hat with numbers in it or something? Everybody, if you can
Out
pick a number between, what is it, 1 and 88?
1 to 88, because I have
Yes.
the Kuan Yin cards here, and I will tell
Oh, she
you
has
what.
the Guanyin cards. Okay.
Okay, I'm asking Heaven
So
to
everyone
guide
pick a
you.
number between 1 and 88 and put it in the chat, please. Perfect. Thank you, Aisha or Asha. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Pick a
Um,
number, pick a
meaning,
number. Thank you,
okay.
Greg.
If some of you are not able to write in the chat, you can uh, give give us your number, and I'll write your name here. I have my
Yeah,
number
you
here.
can
That
say it out loud.
yeah,
Thank
you
you,
can say,
Auntie
just
Evelyn. Thank you,
unmute.
Ria.
So we have how many so far on that?
We have 15 participants.
Okay.
Thank you, Britt. Thank you,
Some may be
Irma.
driving, so I don't know if they can, so they
Right,
can
if you're
unmute.
driving,
Yeah,
sorry if you
just
can't put your
unmute.
number in. Okay,
We'll give you a
so
few
I'm
seconds.
just going to explain for a moment while you keep putting your numbers in, if you haven't yet, what um, what a Tao light transmission is. So a Tao light transmission that you receive from a certified Tao Chang. Tao Chang means source field. I keep saying Tao Chang like you know what I'm talking about. A Tao Chang means source field. Tao is our word for the source, and Chang means field. So this source field is created by the calligraphies like Da He Xie and so forth that we have, and the 10 doll light wall. And but you have to be a certified Tao field um, practitioner to offer the downloads of the golden light balls. There's a lot of words in there. Sorry if I'm kind of stumbling over some of them. But so like Lori, Chami, and Annette, myself, Malia, Diane, and I think we have Margaret here also on Oahu. But we have like maybe, I don't know, 100, over 100 master teacher Tao Chang holders around the world. So what we do is we offer through the calligraphy, we ask the calligraphy to create a ball of golden light specifically for you, specifically for your request. And then we have the authority and um, we've been through all the training and we've been given the authority to download these light balls into you. I know if you're listening to this for the first time, it may sound a little far-fetched, and it sounded far-fetched to me the first time I heard about it too. But I decided to put my money where my mouth is, and I went ahead and honored for a Tao light bulb, and it literally changed my life overnight. I'm not going to say that things always happen overnight for everybody. For many other things, like I just had some where it like things change instantly, like when I received my Tao hands. And other things take time. You have to practice, practice, practice. Some things take 2 months. Some things take several years. But we just keep working on it because we always want to keep getting healthier and stronger and more vibrant. We don't want to go in the other direction, right? Okay, so now I think we have everybody's numbers. So what I'm going to do now is a demonstration of this Dao Chang field, golden light bulb, golden liquid spring. That's what I'm doing. And if anyone would like to receive this, there is an honor fee associated with it. So you can always contact Annette or anyone at Satori Family Wellness or myself to set up a private consultation. Or, you know, join one of the courses that are offered where you know, we could be offering these in the future. Okay, wonderful. Now that I've
Okay.
just tripped all over all my words. Do you have a number in
So
it?
we are very blessed to be able to, do this because there are 15 of us here today.
Yes.
And, that's the number we look for. So if you have, invite them to come and join this free evening
Oh,
because
here
this
we
is a
have one
very
more.
special
Tamara just
blessing.
put her number
That,
in.
what?
Tamara just put her number in.
Okay, let me check the numbers. And I will give you the number here that was pulled, was guided. My hands were guided to pull number 72,
Wow.
Nula Jinchi Benjalaye. It's the virtuous leader. I'm going to show you.
Oh,
And
I
what?
have to
Oh,
spotlight you. Hold on one
that's
second.
okay. They can see it from here, right?
No.
No?
There you go.
Okay, there. Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's going in and out
okay.
a little because of your
And
background.
this one, Kuan Yin urges all living beings to quickly start practicing like the way we're doing,
Yes.
so that we can soon avoid suffering and disaster from disaster. So this is a wonderful, wonderful number. So congratulations to Asha, right?
Oh,
Asha is 79. This was 72. Is there anyone
excellent.
closer than that? Okay, Asha was, yeah, 70.
Wonderful. Okay, Asha, do you mind having your camera on?
One second, sorry.
Okay.
Maybe she's driving. She's really driving.
No, just getting
know.
the kids ready at home for bed.
Okay. So let me see. I'm going to just go back to me here. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay, Asha, just let me know. Are you ready? You could
Yes,
maybe just
thank you.
unmute. Okay,
Yes,
great.
thank you.
So, would you like to share with us what it is that you would like to receive healing for?
My kidneys today, thank you.
Kidneys. Okay, wonderful. Is there anything in particular going on with your kidneys?
Um, Kidneys and their ability to nourish my brain.
Oh, okay. How does your lower back feel?
Well, I have trauma in my lower back because of radiation a couple of years ago or
Oh, okay.
however long ago, but um it's Well, recently I met an it's the kidney's ability to, because my concentration is for my brain, but the kidney's ability to support my brain further for my
Okay,
brain healing.
wonderful. Excellent. Okay, so we only have 10 minutes left, but I do just want to say something about the kidneys. So the kidneys in Chinese medicine, as Asha is saying, they are responsible for nourishing the brain. So the kidneys have several functions, and the one reason I did ask her about her back is because the kidneys also support your back and your spinal column. And one of the first signs that you could be having an issue with your kidneys is back pain. And Asha said that she did have some trauma in her back due to radiation previously. So it definitely could be the kidneys. And I have received, I do not even, cannot even count how many times I have received golden light bulbs for my kidneys, because each time you receive one, it's like adding more light into your body. So I've spoken many times about how every DNA molecule contains photons of light. Every molecule of DNA contains at least 1,000 photons of light. And every cell contains 90 DNA molecules. That's a lot of light. So we're going to be creating this golden light ball from the greatest harmony calligraphy, because that's associated with the tailbone and also with the kidneys. So the kidneys are responsible for the health of our bones, our brain, also our hearing, and the kidneys, if you're having like any, obviously bladder issues, but also reproductive issues. The kidneys are also important for children, because the kidneys support our growing. So if you have a child that's not growing, they're not, their height isn't going up, their bones just don't seem to be growing, or they're just smaller than other children or small for their age, it could be an issue with what we call the kidney jing. So the kidneys store both, we call it pre and postnatal jing. And in this case, jing is like the essence of our life. So prenatal jing is the jing that we inherited from our parents, and postnatal jing is the jing that we've like accumulated through our practices and our lifestyle. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to request from dear Da He Xie, Dao Chang, golden light ball for Aisha, for her kidneys to nourish her brain. Okay, so and I'm going to just sing for a little bit in what we call like our soul song. So everyone, if you can just visualize the golden light going to Asha, to her kidneys, traveling up the spinal column, nourishing her brain. Hey ya yo ho ho. Hey ya yo ya hey ya yo ya hey. Okay, Asha. So just prepare, relax. The golden light ball is going to come in through the crown of your head and go straight into your kidneys. Okay, so just relax, everyone. Transmission! Hey, ya, yo. Okay, and now what we do is we're going to turn on the treasure. So everyone visualize the ball of golden light ball in her kidney area in her back, with the light shining up to nourish the brain. So we're going to chant a little bit, and we're going to say, I'm trying to think of the simplest thing to say. Tao golden light ball, nourish kidneys and brain, okay? And just feel the love in your heart is going out to her. So we have 14 people around her. all supporting her. And if you're listening to this in the future, you can also chant for her to keep giving her strength and strengthening her ability to think clearly and concisely. Tao, I'll just say it instead of singing. It's a little easier for everybody. Tao golden light ball, nourish kidneys and brain. Tao golden light ball, nourish kidneys and brain. Everybody together. Tao golden light ball, nourish kidneys and brain. 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 Okay, perfect. So that is how you practice if you are new here. And so what we're going to ask Asha to do, which she probably is doing as much as she can, is to continue to turn on this treasure for 2 hours a day. So sometimes that may seem a little bit daunting, but when I came to Master Sha initially, I had a lot of health conditions. And I thought, okay, how can I do 2 hours a day? And then I thought, oh, well, you know what? It takes me an hour to drive to work. So I chant for an hour while I'm driving to work. But you know, while you're driving, you have to pay attention to what you're doing. So I said, okay, I'm going to do 1 hour concentrated and then 1 hour while I'm driving also. But eventually you, like, while you're concentrating, and I couldn't concentrate for an hour at the beginning. I mean, I was happy if I could concentrate for 5 minutes. But eventually got to where I remember the first time I just was concentrating and just healing, working on my self-healing for 20 minutes. And I felt such a surge in energy. And I thought, oh my gosh, I just did this for 20 minutes. This is incredible. And so then I realized I could do like 20 minutes like when I wake up, 20 minutes like later in the morning, and 20 minutes when I get home at night, and then the hour while I'm driving to work. Usually when I'm driving home, I'm too tired. I can't really do much concentrating other than just driving. But it has really, I like have 0 health conditions now, other than I need to like lose a few pounds, but I'm not too concerned about that. So thank you so much, everyone. And I just want to check in with Aisha. How are you feeling? Did you notice anything?
Thank you so much. It was so beautiful. I saw so much light in my kidneys, and then it just shot up straight to my brain, and my like just my being just smiled. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Wonderful. You actually sound a little bit different too. I bet if like there's some sort of like, I don't know how to do it, but I know there's like this like scientific sound thing that you can do, and it can like measure different things. I bet it would show that you're like a different being than you were a couple of minutes ago. So yeah, and anybody, you know, even if you don't have treasures, but you have a health condition, you know, like just we could take this as an example, just say like, dear, you know, whatever you believe in, you know, dear divine, thank you for the light in my body that is healing my kidneys and my brain. Light heals my kidneys and brain. Light heals my kidneys and brain. We all have light, and we are all part of the one source, whatever that is called. It doesn't matter what it's called. We call it Tao, we call it source, you can call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you call it. The point is, we are all beings of love. Okay, and on that note, I'll call back Annette.
So I
Let me get
thank
Annette here so
you.
she can.
Thank you, Dr. Gina. We are so blessed to have you once a month, you know, to inspire us. We're so it was such a powerful session. And we thank all of you for joining us. So please, you know, if you have any friends that need healing, blessing, have them experience the field. All right, so call them up every Thursday evening, 7 to 8. So I thank all of you for joining. I thank Dr. Gina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. And we will end our session by saying, Love you all and see you next week.
Thank you,
Bye.
Annette. Hello. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Annette.
Thank you. Love you, Evelyn.